This news just coming in right now. This is an administration, as I have told you all along, that is not messing around. They are not going to stand for people that are in the way of them seeking their policies and getting their policies through. And so if you're in the New York field office and you're putzing around and not willing to say, oh, I don't know, to turn over the Epstein files to one Pam Bondi, you're going to be out of a job. So this is, again, just coming into us right now. We're learning that James Dennehy, this FBI agent, is now out of his position, and it's because of his clash there with none other than the Justice Departments there at the United States government. In other words, you are a federal employee. And so what I've been astonished by is sort of this setup for, if you would, a kind of civil war that seems to be happening in the intelligence divisions. So if you have, say, Kash Patel coming in and saying, I want this, that, and the other, and Pam Bondi at DOJ saying, I want this, that, and the other, how can you have somebody in the New York field office saying, I'm just not going to do it? This gets us back to what happened last week. And I know a lot of us are very frustrated that Pam was not able to deliver more. But you know what? This shows that someone's on it there, because they're forcing this guy out because he wasn't willing to play ball. And so this is what they're going to have to do. Listen, this is what a good CEO does. When a new CEO comes in, if you have a contingency of people that are not on the same page and don't want to take the company in the same direction that you want to go in, then guess what? It's time to clean house. So you come in, you're head of the FBI, you're Kash Patel, and you know what? You want certain things, you have an expectation of certain things, and you've got one of your top field officers there at the FBI there in New York saying, well, I'm not going to do this. Well, guess what? It's game over. It's game over. You're not going to actually be able to do that. You are going to be out of a job. And so, again, this news, we're just getting this in right now, just breaking. And I wanted to bring it to you because this is rather significant. So they're making changes, and I think that perhaps we should be somewhat patient. I know, we're all like, wait a second, what was that? What happened with those Epstein documents? She went on television, said there was going to be something, and then she only had 200 pages. She brought the influencers in. The influencers were like, why did I come all the way here? Right, for this, for that, what is it? And then the rollout was weird because they didn't actually incorporate everybody else. Anna Paulina Luna, who's the representative from Florida, for example, wasn't given a heads up. So the New York Post had the story before Anna Paulina Luna did, which was really, really, really weird. And they had the documents before she did. So I think there were some things that they got wrong, but keep in mind, it's only been a month and change. And this is an important move. So they're getting rid of the guy who was a big deal in the FBI office in New York that was in the way. And so maybe this means we might get a little bit more. Pam was told there were thousands of pages of documents related to Epstein. You know, my fear is that a lot of critical evidence may have been destroyed. I've explained that to you in the past, and I still remain very concerned about that. But if there is anything that they got and they're not turning over, then guess what? Heads should roll. And this is what she made very, very clear. In fact, in a little bit of a CYA letter, right, to Kash Patel saying, hey, we were surprised that we didn't have a little bit more here. And so we expect more, we're demanding more. And if it's not turned over to me by February 28th at 8 a.m., if it's not on my desk, then you need to inform your personnel. And basically there should be consequences paid. So this may be one of the fallouts here with this Dennehy losing his job in the New York field office for the FBI because he's not playing ball. So this is a sign, again, of force. It goes back to everything we're talking about, whether it be AOC that they're taking down, or Ilhan Omar, whether it be Letitia James, or whether it be the FBI, which is a federal agency. If you're not on board with the new president of the United States, then guess what? You really shouldn't be in the FBI, right? We can't be dealing with these holdouts and these intel rogue agents that are causing problems.